Hello, everyone. I am so excited today to be sharing with you such a special story, such a great love story with a dear friend and client who's with us today. Her name is Patrizia, and she is a designer and an investor. And she was living in New York City for 22 years and then going back and forth between Tuscany and New York. And she had a big dream, and we worked together, and she achieved that dream. Oh, and it's so exciting to share it with you. Patrizia, welcome.
Hello, ciao, Bari, ciao, everybody. So nice to see you again. I miss
So great
you.
to I miss you. Thank you so much for joining. You can see that I have a special relationship with clients. Why? Because we go through transformation and achieve such an important goal. So, Patrizia, let's dive in. Share with our viewers what your love life was like before we worked together.
It was pretty hard love life,
Yeah.
I would say. I was creating a pattern of always meeting men not really available, not open to me, and it didn't matter the background or different cities. The pattern was always the same. I mean for not available, I mean emotionally. So I don't mean that they were, with someone else. They were just not open to me more than not available. Yeah.
That's right. And that is such a common theme among high achievers and really good people, right, who have other things that work in their lives. So what was the impact on you? Because now you're 53. And so what was it like for you to be meeting emotionally unavailable men?
I always felt it alone,
Yeah.
loneliness and this my destiny was to be alone.
Oh,
I wasn't lucky enough to have the love life that I always dreamed of, and was like a destiny thing because through the years was always the same kind of pattern. So that's why I was saying, oh, maybe it's now in my cards or so the years were passing and the holidays alone and birthday alone and family things of vacation alone. So it was at the end, especially in a metropolis like New York, you get used to do many things alone. But yeah, I but in a way I was always dreaming to have
yes.
a love life the way I always desired,
That's
but
right.
I didn't have any tool to believe in it until I met you. Of course.
Oh, that's right. So this is what you're sharing about feeling alone, but dreaming and wanting it. And the worst part is feeling like maybe it's not in the cards for me, but it has to be, but I don't have tools. I get it. I totally
No,
get it.
I don't know.
You don't
Like,
know.
I
Yeah,
was like a ping pong ball in the world, emotionally. Yeah.
that's right. That's right. So obviously something changed. And so what was it? What was the turning point that brought us together that you
For
realized?
me, the turning point was first I trusted all words that you were saying when I was seeing your videos or reading about you, because I was following other coaches in a way. But what really resonated with me was the words you were saying. They were going just straight to my heart. Like there was something like, yes, she's so right. Yes. And that gave me the hope. I mean, not the hope, but yes, maybe the hope is the right word, to try to, to just let myself go, put myself in your hand, and trust that is going to happen to me too. What was the really point for me to choose also was reading, successful people that were in your program, and that was so inspiring for me. So I can't believe I'm here right now.
You
It's my
are one of
joy to
them.
inspire someone.
Oh, for those of you watching, when you see the pictures of Patrizia and Jean Francois, oh my goodness, wow. It's this, I won't give it away. So you followed for a while, and then we came
Yes, I
together,
wasn't
right?
ready right away for you. Yes, so it took some time because each of us is different. So it took some time to really, apply and just invest in what was for me the best investment of my life, I have to say. Yeah,
We're
because
gonna
it's priceless.
Oh, and we're going to share some photos when we share this video. So, Patrizia, we started working together, and uh, what were some of your big ahas um, about yourself and why you didn't find love, why you were in the pattern?
Because of my um, I think the basic is that I really didn't believe that I could be happy with someone. And also because I was really hurt from my past, from the needness. And so I was attracting people that just recreated that needness in a way.
Right. That's right. We don't have to go into the childhood and all that, but we all have things that happen to us in our childhoods where our needs were not met that we don't even realize are still impacting us. Right?
Correct.
Right. So you had new awarenesses, you realized you didn't believe, you maybe didn't feel worthy. And
Not
what would you
important.
not important? And then if we don't feel important, right, then we attract men who make us feel not important. Right. So it starts to make sense. And then what changed about your perspective and your self-worth once we did that part of the program?
The program just gave me strength and believe to that I can really achieve what I want, not only in love life, but in life in general. And can you hear?
We can, no,
Not because there is a sound. Okay, no, he's
no,
making
we're
sound.
good.
Okay, so it's so it's really believing that because I was a person that believed that I could achieve things, but not in love.
Not in love. That's right.
And
And
that was, I think, the main difference to, like what you say, be in the uh, driver's seat of your life.
yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I took my life in my hand again and start to, me, when I work on something, I'm 100%. So I was 100% in the program, as you know, because I believed that would change. And in
That
fact,
that's right. And I want to acknowledge you because there are ways of being that you had, right? That we all have that we don't even realize around self-protection and worthiness and unresolved anger. And, and it's not conducive or
mhm.
congruent for letting sweet love in. So that's most important. So I'm really proud of you for the changes you made in all areas. You're so inspiring. And then I'm sure people watching are wondering, so now that you had this new perspective and this new openness, what changed about your dating in the new paradigm versus how you had been dating?
Yeah, like fundamental change, really totally fundamental, was that before I really was wasting a lot of time with, I don't know, wasting is the right word because everyone is teaching, but I was
Right.
spending, let's say, spending a lot of
Dating.
time with the wrong people.
Uh-huh. That's right. That's
So
right.
in, and that was really, you do things when you are ready, but I needed the tools to understand that there are the tools that you teach to understand that right away and feel it if it's worth to meet someone or even to talk or not.
Right. Good. So you don't waste time. So it's effective, is what I'm hearing.
Effective, totally
Right.
effective. That is what I needed, because again, being a ping pong ball around, I was just really using a lot of time, not only time, but a lot of energies that are, as we know, our most precious asset, to with people that were not the right men for me.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
And so
I
that
love
was,
what
I
you're
think,
saying.
the fundamental change for me.
That's right. So what we're hearing is that you stopped wasting time and you were more strategic.
Yeah.
No more ping pong ball. You would know if someone was worthy of spending
To
time
meet
with.
for a coffee or not.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Or to date as well.
That's right. Right. Because there's process to know, to bring in the right people, to know how know how to have that heartfelt conversation, right? So that your in effectiveness and high achievers understand, like Patrizia shared, that time is our most precious asset. It's our most precious asset. When you wake up to no more ping pong ball, then right, you had a process for dating. Now tell us the fun stuff. Then you believed, you opened your heart, you understood what you needed, and then you met Jean Francois. So,
Yes.
how did that happen?
It was really a love at first sight. That is what I always dream to have. I mean, what I always say to him as well is, I wouldn't be able to manifest you if it was for, the program and what I learned of myself. And it was, of course, there was love at first sight for both of us. We
So
were
that's
like,
so that's attraction. Like you looked and you felt the energy of home. So you felt that.
for 1 month we were virtual talking because I was in southern Italy, was in France, and he was busy. I was busy with my family, so we couldn't meet before 1 month. So it was 1 month of virtual videos, because we started with video and we never stopped. So we never did the regular phone call, but just video. And from the first phone call, we really were talking every day. So he was present. He was interested.
Oh, let's see
He's
him.
saying he was attracted.
Oh, let's show him. Jean Francois.
Can you come?
Everyone can see
So yes,
how great you guys look together. We're obviously going to show photos because we have so many.
yeah. So we talked. We really were attracted to each other because here he is.
Look how beautiful they are together. You you guys look like total soulmates, and on every level, on every level.
It seems.
Yeah, right.
See?
So, and how did you know she was the one, Jean Francois?
How?
Yeah, what was
How do
special
you
about?
know I was the one?
Yeah, what was
Well,
special?
I think it's all when, because she explained we talked together for months. So I will say day after day we just discovered we were exactly the same. I mean, in one part we are like kids, and in the other part we are adults.
That's right.
And when one is start to be crazy, the other one is following.
Oh,
So, and she's a little bit crazy. I am totally crazy. So, so
He's talking about the
no, but no, I'm not exactly joking, because in fact
yeah.
it's one part is true, because I changed. I told you I changed many times in my life. I start with stock exchange. After I had a fresh restaurant in Florida. After I went to West Indies, and
Okay.
Wow.
I changed my life. And what is interesting with Patricia, she lived in New York. She's open to travel a lot, and we are
That was
exactly the same.
right. It's like a shared vision. It's a shared
Correct.
vision.
We have the same vision of life, of living life.
Yes, and
Yeah.
family, and family.
Yeah.
And family.
Life, values.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that is so beautiful, because that's really what it's about. I always say that soulmates or goal mates. It's about day-to-day life. It's a common vision. It's seeing the world the same way, but also about how you feel, how you make each other feel. And then together
We
you
are
can,
learning about each other.
And that's the most important. I mean, if you are really in love, you cannot totally change, of course, but you can adjust, yes, and improve
uh,
some part of the character.
Yeah, so we are improving, right? We are improving.
Yes.
all of a life, right? They're renovating, they're selling a place, they're going to be traveling,
Yes,
they're investing, they're just invested in each other and a
Yes.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and we are open to each other because you have to go?
No,
Okay.
it's fine.
No,
It's okay.
because we after this month of virtual, we met in Venice, our first date, and
Oh,
he asked me.
So, in fact, I just have to tell you the truth. She had something to do very important in Italy, and so we plan at this time to come maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks later. I was supposed to come, but in
yes.
fact, I decided not to wait,
Yeah.
and I told her, okay, there is flight for Venezia, so
Yes.
I come in the morning and I go back in the afternoon, just to meet
I,
you.
Just for the coffee.
just for the coffee. See,
Exactly. Yes.
that is commitment. That is someone who has the intention
Yes.
of creating.
Exactly. And so, and because she's crazy, at the end of the day, she said, okay, I come back with you in France.
Uh,
And that
that
was the 29th of August. Was our first date. And since then, we are together. So 24 hours. And he wasn't used to live 24 hours.
oh,
And now the 29 we do 2 months.
2 months.
oh, that is so nice. And you have so many plans and all the things you're building and the
Oh,
traveling.
yeah, we have a lot of common ideas of how we want to live life. He loves living on the water as me. He lived on a barge. So
in Paris, I lived on a barge in Paris when I was working.
So we want to build our own home in a barge
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in the world. We want to travel. We don't want to have a home, really. Like we will just rent. And maybe in the future when we are ready, but now we want just to be free of having a home and just traveling, right? And what else?
And it
Doing
doesn't,
everything together.
but the difference now is no matter the place we will be, I can work. I just need a
Right.
laptop, so that's it.
And you
So
will
it
teach me.
makes a big difference.
Yeah. So it's like a shared vision, right? Mike and I are going to definitely come visit you on that barge. Count on it. We love that. We love celebrating with you. Wow. And then when it comes to emotional needs, one of the most important things in a relationship is how you make each other feel. So, Patrizia, we've all had wounds in the past and childhood trauma and disappointment. What do you notice? How does Jean Francois make you feel? Some of the most important ways that you feel.
So what I was telling him yesterday, because we talk a lot, and every time we talk, we get closer.
Yeah.
I think it came into my, so it makes me feel safe, 100% safe.
Yeah.
Supported.
Oh.
Yes, sometimes.
And as you know, touch is my first love language. So
that's right. Well, it's all,
but in fact, we just have to be ready to and open to someone to be really happy and in love, because if you don't find the people who are just the person or the people, I don't know the word, the person you would like to have, it's not interesting. So that's why during 1 month we discussed a lot about all, and at the end we wanted to meet, of course.
That's right. Well, it's all about workability and understanding each other with a lot of empathy and meeting each other's needs. That's what a conscious relationship really is.
Yeah.
So thanks.
What we are doing. Yes.
I see that. So thanks, Jean Francois, for joining us. So we'll let you go. It sounds like you have other things you want
to. I need to work with the level 3.
Yeah. No, we'll let you go. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. So that was so nice having him join us. So what is different about how you feel with Jean Francois versus other relationships that you'd been in?
Yeah. I think in the fundamental things, to be heard and listened and see actions.
See actions.
Toward me. So what you always said, it leans into you. You know, like you always said, how important is that the other person leans into you. And that is, I didn't know it was so fundamental.
That's right.
Because all the other in the past made me feel, or I felt that I was crazy, that I was not normal, you know, a lot of things. But instead, he said things to me with kindness.
Oh.
That equal with love, right? So, and in that way, and also because you can say things, but after, if you don't see the actions, you are back to how you feel.
That's right.
The difference is, that he leans into me. Yeah, that's huge. I think these with flowing, you know, go with the flow, are the two most important lessons from your program, I think. But now I know, because I always heard, but I really didn't know what it was. And now I know, because he is the right one.
That's right. And I love how he leans into your inner baby, and instead of making you feel like your needs are wrong,
correct,
that he comforts you, is what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Yes.
And what do you most
also yesterday he told me, don't be afraid of our future. You know, trust me, trust us. And also sometimes when I have doubts, because I have you know, I have a needy attachment style, as he knows, and he has a secure attachment style with some part of avoidance, like when he was so busy with the home or concentrate and focus on other things. But slowly I let him notice. I tell him how I feel, and he understands and he leans into me, and that makes all the difference.
It's all the difference. So for those of you listening, a conscious relationship is made of people that have empathy for each other, that lean in, that care, right? It's about us versus in the unconscious paradigm where we're all unconscious. I'm needy, he's avoidant, and we never come together and we suffer. So I love that you're thriving and expressing yourself, and he's leaning in, and you're
and healing at the
and
same time.
healing.
Because
Exactly.
I know my needs of my inner self. I'm the only one that can feel it, you know.
That's right. That's right.
And that, I think, with him, I'm learning how to do, and I'm learning how to be empathic toward him when maybe he's too tired and he doesn't, look toward me or whatever. So I say, I got you, I got,
You.
because you cannot have a person available first 24 hours, but also it's impossible to do that. And that is what I'm learning. So it's a healing for me, because I needed this next step with
Yes.
him to understand that.
And that is putting it into place. That's self-regulation, where it's not me, like I am a child. He has needs as well. And when you communicate and grow in that and feel secure within yourself, that's really powerful.
Yeah.
So what are you most excited about now? You have Jean Francois, you have this life. What are you most excited about?
Starting really this new chapter, being free also economically. We love to share everything together.
I
So
see.
we cook, we do laundry, I mean, everything together. And also for the work, we will be investing together. He is into crypto as I am, and he we will work on that together as well, to make money from all over we are. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to be more economically independent. I mean, free. Yeah.
Great. What about family? How does it feel when you're with his family and when you're with
Yeah.
your family? They must be so excited.
Yes, they are. They are. So he introduced, as soon as I arrived, a few days later, he introduced me to his mother.
Oh,
She's a young in the spirit, 8 years old, but she has a lot of energy. And very independent, that lives in the center of town. We are a little bit in the countryside. And he introduced me, and I just met his son, that
oh,
came just a few days ago.
oh,
So I don't have kids, but he was open right away to introduce me to his family.
I
And
love it.
now in end of November is my mother's birthday, so he's coming to Italy, and he's coming to meet all my family. They can wait, because my mother cannot believe.
They can't believe,
They can
but
believe.
you believed. I believed. We knew.
We
It was,
believe.
we believed.
Yeah, we
Oh,
knew
we knew.
that, especially the last time we met, is you're closer, and we knew I was closer, and voila, how
Voila.
yeah,
You
voila.
knew. That's right. So, what would you tell? You started to speak a little bit to this, but there are women and men who are watching who are struggling in this area. Other areas work, but not this particular area. So, what would you tell them about stretching and investing for having a plan to find your soulmate?
Is the best investment you can do, really invest in yourself. And like like I said before, without your program and the way you made me see things and feel, right, believing that I can have that love that I always imagine, I wouldn't ever met him without that. I mean, that's a fact. That is what I told him, before. It's a fact, because I didn't have the possibilities, the capacity to get there on my own. I mean, this is it. so,
Uh,
so for your soulmate, and not only because it's reductive for me to say is a program about love life. Is really about your improving all your life in all aspects, make myself believe in myself again in all area, you know. So of course with specifically in love, but it's really I applied the strength that you gave me in all other stuff. So,
Love it. That's right. In your career, crypto and investing.
in being strong and believing in myself. And there is nothing more powerful than this.
Love it. Because you can have it the way you want it. I always win and everything works out for me.
Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, Patrizia, sending so much love. I miss you. It's so great to see you. So happy and with such a good man. You really look like total
And
soulmate.
we can wait for you to have you, Michael, here in between Tuscany and France. And,
we will be there. We will absolutely be there. All right. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Big love. And we'll be watching for all your celebrations.